Now let's get one thing right, my friends. It would be rude to go to Sweden and not visit the famous city of Stockholm. But it's not until you get there that you realize it's really big and consists of islands and about 1 million bridges. And if you're lucky, you might even find yourself chasing the royal guards down the street, or in fact, going on a boat tour around the city. But then remembering you are really poor and just walk around with Google instead. Let's see what these islands have to show and see if we can find something fun to see. Welcome to Stockholm. What's up, friends? Today we're in Stockholm and we're going to check out the city. But if you know me, you know that I'm freaking terrible at making a plan. Currently walking down 6 flights of stairs in my hotel, trying to think of an idea of what I can do. Here's the thing, friends. The thing about using Duolingo is it gives you a false sense of security and confidence in a different language. So after countless lessons, I decided I can speak Swedish now. Wrong. Double wrong. Hello, are you going to Hörtåget? Hörtåget?
Pendeltåget?
Hörtåget? Hörtåget? In the city?
Sergels torg.
Hörtåget?
Hötorget. Oh yes, Hötorget. Yes.
Hörtåget. My pronunciation was wrong. Turns out I can't pronounce Swedish words, but that's okay. We're on the bus. Alright, we're here, we've landed. I'm just gonna walk down a random street, see where we're going at. I see a really nice building in front of me. Let's check it out. It's a beautiful day today. I don't know how hot it is, but there's like a nice wind. It's hot, but it's nice and cool at the same time. Well, we've just stumbled upon this square. It looks pretty awesome. Now we're in a place called Hörtåget, which I think I'm pronouncing very wrong, but that's okay. And it used to be the Haymarket. Nowadays it's like kind of like a fresh fruit produce, kind of little marketplace where people can sell their wares, buy things. Pretty cool. You can definitely see the history all around us. Old cobblestone roads, with that nice old town feel. Alright, so yeah, it's coffee time. Now, I think I'm very close to the city centre, so my plan is to check out to the old town. I know there's an old town around here. I know there's some old castles. I don't really have a lot of money at the moment, so we're going to try and do this trip as free and as cheap as possible and see how it goes. Oh, it's so good. Okay, we're off to a place called, I'm going to pronounce it incorrectly, Kungsträdgården, which is meant to be like a big national park in Stockholm and probably the meeting place of all the people from all different generations. So I'm walking through this really cool alleyway. Check it out. Going to the garden and then I took the wrong turn and then I ended up here, and this place looks unreal. I don't know what's going on with my hair today. What have I stumbled upon? Oh my god, there's so many amazing buildings here. Oh shit, who's this guy? Check this guy out. Now we are located at Adolf Gustav Tor, or Square in English. And this is one of the most famous Adolfs in the history of Sweden. And no friends, I'm not talking about that one.
That's not even him.
We're talking about Adolf Gustav II, who was the King of Sweden between 1594 and 1632. And it's also important to note that he was credited for the founding of Sweden as one of the world's superpowers. He is often regarded as the greatest military commander of all time and is immortalized in this very spectacular spot. I was in awe of amazing attention to detail and the extravagance that this piece possessed. And everything was going great, until I heard something in the distance. And that, my friends, is where things get interesting. I'm running. I don't know what it is. They say the best plans are the ones you don't plan. Or something along those lines. And to my surprise, I had stumbled upon the Royal Guard ceremony, which is held every day between April 23 and August 31. So jot that down. The march begins from the Army Museum at 11:45 a.m. and ends up at the Royal Palace around 2:15. If you're interested where I'm at, I have a map to help you out. Oh my god, what even is that? Is that a dragon? Maps aren't like they used to be. This is insane! So cool! Now this is the military band from the Swedish Armed Forces Music Center, and they have put on a definite show. Time to get a better view. Okay, this random trip, this is very cool. This is insane. Yeah, I'm guessing they're going to the castle, so yeah, I'm interested to see which one is the castle. And this is what happens when you don't make a plan. So well done, so much control. Everyone's really relaxed. I'm going to try get through and get a little bit closer. So many people! Look at so many people everywhere! My arm hurts so much. Everyone's so tall. Damn you, Sweden. The show ends at the palace doors, where the band plays a few tunes to the crowd, and does like this really cool maneuver to turn around. It's so like subtle, kind of like snail-like. It was something really cool that I noticed, and I've never seen this before. If anyone knows what this maneuver is called, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. If I were to put a rating on this experience, I would give it a 9 out of 10. It's so quiet now. Now what I think has happened is that the guards have changed, and the ones that just knocked off get to have a beer. But they cannot have a beer without marching out, you know. Can you imagine that? Working your 8-hour shift, having to march out, then get back in your car and go back to your normal life. Definitely would not like to do that. Changing of the guard, dude. Totally epic. Couldn't get to the front though. You know, if I had known, maybe if I had planned like I said I should have, I could have got to the front, but that journey, that rush, the running after them, that was probably the best part. Now this is what the Royal Palace looks like from the outside. What do you think we go check it out on the inside? I'm excited about that. The Royal Palace, one of Europe's largest and most dynamic palaces, and actually the official residence of the king, and is also the setting for most of the monarch's official receptions. Now much of the palace is open. First we're down to the treasury. Now in the dark cellar vaults of the Royal Palace, the monarch's most important symbols, the regalia, are kept in safekeeping. Down here you will find old relics of the past, crowns, jewels, and pickpocketers. Look out for pickpocketers. Make sure to wear your bag on your front. It's also kind of claustrophobic. There's so many people down here, so try to go at the time when it's not peak hour. Like any time that's not associated with the changing of the guards. And if you are a pickpocketer, then that's the perfect time to go. This royal palace was constructed in the 1700s and includes 1,430 rooms. And let me tell you right now, you know there is this many rooms when you walk through. It's like an endless maze of grandeur, Renaissance beauty, and luxury. Except there's no air conditioning, and it's quite hard to find a toilet. But besides that, it's cool. I don't think I can do it justice of like how big everything is. It's pretty incredible. And the murals on the roof, freaking amazing. The statue is said to be of Hera and her illegitimate son Hercules, the son of Zeus. Can you believe this is made of stone? The interior work has mostly remained the same since the 1700s too. But if you're a history fanatic or just like old luxurious buildings, then this should be on the top of your list. So by far this is my favorite room. Everything is unreal. So much decoration, so much decor. Cool. It's really hot. I just want to leave. I'm trying to find the way out. But it's very extravagant, very beautiful. But I want to see some more of Stockholm. Let's get out of here. So basically we're on the water. There is guided tours on boats going around one of these islands. I kind of wanted to make this trip free, but that kind of sounds unreal. And it's meant to be on a boat made from the 1950s. It's leaving in 25 minutes. I don't know if I could do it. Could I do it? It's a bit of an expensive day.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Oh, let me on, please. Somebody. I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Nah, I'm joking, I'm poor. I can't go on the boat. But we'll walk around the water. We'll walk around the island. See if we can find something else. Now, Stockholm is the largest archipelago in Sweden, which basically means it's like a whole load of islands. It would also explain why the Vikings travel so much by boat. So to get around Stockholm, you have a few options, and one of them is a boat ride. Stockholm is really big, and it can be hard to see everything in one day on foot. So a boat is a great option. But for today, you're stuck with me on the boring land. But I did in fact come up with a one-of-a-kind experience. So for this devious and cunning plan to work, I need to show you where we are. We just went from the castle, now we have gone to the National Museum and done a little spin. Now I'm dizzy. We've gone along this bridge and we're going to explore this island together. And this is not for the faint of hearted, my friends. This is a treacherous and seafaring trip. Let's go. I've decided to do my own tour for free for you guys.
Welcome to Cody's Google Tours, where Cody literally just looks at a phone and then says facts to the camera. The cost, you say? Absolutely free. Subscribe to my channel, please.
Being on the boat would be cool, but it's 270 SEK, which I think would maybe be around 30 euros. So behind me we have the National Museum, built between 1844 and 1866, and was originally inspired by Italian Renaissance. Let's press on. Behind me we have A.F. Chapman, formerly Dunboyne, from 1888 to 1915 it was called that. And it is a fully rigged steel ship moored in Stockholm, which is now used as a youth hostel. Welcome to Cody's Tours. Cody's Google Tours. Above us here is the picturesque building of the Admiralty House, which is like a defense part of the past. Now, sadly, it's just a facade at the moment, but back in the day, it used to be a defense tower, and there used to be some cannons up in the corners. I don't know what this old building is. Wikipedia didn't know. But it's cool. Just walking. Tell you what, I think it's going to be worth it. I just found some place. I don't know what it is, but we're going to Google it. Check it out. It looks amazing. It's on top of the hill on this island. This is Castellet, a small citadel located on the top of this island's hill. Its first fortification was built in this location in 1667. But of course, things happen, and this was rebuilt around 1846 to 1848, and was even used for defensive function during World War II. Nowadays, it's just a big, old, beautiful building. Cody's tour group is really nailing it today. And that, my friends, concludes Cody's Google Tours. I hope you enjoyed. But for the last part of this vlog, we're going to head to the Old Town and show you what that's about. So I've made it to the Old Square, which is like one of the oldest parts in Stockholm. We'll have a little look around. Looks like there's a protest going on. We'll check that out as well. And let's check out some of these cool buildings. They look unreal. Unreal. Friends, we are in Gamla stan, one of the oldest areas in Stockholm. And let me tell you, the colors are amazing in real life. It's home to the Nobel Prize Museum and many of the oldest buildings in Stockholm. Gamla stan has been around since the 17 to 1800s, and it's just a small walk from the palace. The small alleyways and passages are everywhere. You kind of feel like you're in a Game of Thrones episode. There's a real medieval feel in the air. The area is a popular tourist destination and even has an ancient water fountain, which surprisingly is still pumping water. I just saw a lady fill her bottle up with that water coming from that old fountain. Do you think it's drinkable? We'll see. Tastes like water. Give it 5 to 10 minutes, we'll see what happens. So we finally arrived at the destination we were going to come to before I was really interrupted by the King's Guard. Seems like a bustling little park and some beautiful trees, really nice and shaded. It looks amazing. I'm going to admit, I'm freaking tired. It's probably time to end this vlog. My feet are killing me. But this park is unreal. I'm happy that I came here in the end.